Hey, what does a model from 1919, Lillian Carter, aka Kitty, aka Angelica, have to do with a model, Veronica, from 1966? Hey, everybody, I'm Kristina. Welcome to the Deluise book series channel, Kristina. I talk about books, I read books, I review books, no special effects, nothing fancy like that. And oops, sorry. And my co-host is over here. He's a little low today. But we are talking about The Magnolia Place by Fiona Davis. And this was very, very good. It starts out a little slow. I had a little trouble in the beginning, but once it took off, and I read it in less than 2 hours. It just pulled you in and you could not let go. This was awesome. So we've got Veronica, and she's a model, and she's trying to earn money for her mom and her sick sibling. And then we've got Lillian, aka Angelica, from 1919, whose landlord has been murdered. So she's wanted for suspicion of murder. And she's walking down the block and she's looking at this statue of herself. Gets mistaken as a secretarial applicant for Helena Frick and immediately is hired as the secretary, and she doesn't have to leave the house and she's safe for months. Casanova, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. He has a tendency to cut me off. So everything goes really swimmingly until Helen's father gets sick, really, really sick. And they go away for a few days, and Helen leaves clues, a little treasure hunt for her supposedly fiance, Richard Danforth. And Mr. Danforth comes over to the house to participate in the treasure hunt and falls in love with Lillian. And he's decided that he's going, instead of marrying Helen for the money and the prestige, he's going to sell his house and use the proceeds to pursue a medical career. So he comes over to tell Helen, and it's the same day that the father has passed. And supposedly the will leaves the majority of the wealth to Helen, the daughter, and her brother is extremely jealous. He was the oldest. He was always supposed to get all of it. So he tries to stir trouble by bringing in the police to investigate his father's death because he believes it was suspicious, and fingers go pointing at every which way. And they end up at Lillian's door, and also because Helen had put a valuable object in her father's palm in his coffin that she wanted to be buried with him. But the object goes missing. And so the finger again gets pointed at Lillian. And then her secret, the police find out her secret, and I won't tell you by where or whom, you have to read the book to find out. And all of a sudden now she's Angelica, murder suspect. Then we have Veronica, who was the modeling in 1966, and she gets locked in the historical building, which just happens to be the house of Helen Frick. She was determined to turn it into a museum way back when, and she was successful in doing that. And Veronica goes there to model, and through a whole bunch of circumstances ends up trapped in the house overnight in the middle of a snowstorm. And she ends up in the house with Joshua, the archivist. And they pursue the treasure hunt clues because they were left in the pipes. And when Veronica was taking a recess, she found the papers by the pipes, and they do the treasure hunt. And a whole bunch of other circumstances lead to the discovery that Helen is also in the building, in a connecting building. They did not know that there was a secret tunnel to connect the two buildings. And what happens when Helen finds out the truth? How will she find out the truth? How are these two ladies, how is Lillian and Veronica connected? Is Lillian still alive? Are the people involved still alive? Because most of them have passed. What is the big, huge secret? Will Helen forgive everybody? What will happen to Veronica? What happened to Lillian? You'll have to read this awesome, awesome book to find out. This was just really good. It blew me away. And I also, please check out my Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penna video too. That book blew me away too. This was so good. So good. And the author's notes in the back of the book will blow your mind too. Some of it's based on real, some of it's based, on her making stuff up. But it was really good. And like I said, it was a good, smooth read. Took a few hours. Drew you in, held your attention. I mean, once you got the past couple of chapters and really got in there, it was good. So please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe. I need all the likes and subscribes I can get. It's just me reading books, talking books, nothing special. I have no special effects. I'm sorry. Please check the book out. It is so awesome. And please give me the thumbs up. And my co-host, thank you.